On October 23rd, a 158-car pileup happened on Interstate 55, just north of New Orleans. Experts blamed superfog, a supercharged fog that combines with wildfire smoke to reduce visibilities below 10 feet. Vehicles unwittingly disappeared into the mist, not realizing what lurked ahead. 7 people died. Mangled heaps of metal lay contorted on the roadway, the remnants of a chain reaction disaster. Then last Tuesday, another deadly crash. Visibilities again dropped on Interstate 10. More smoke and more fog. That meant more superfog. So what's going on in Louisiana? And how is the weather playing a role? We break it down here.
If you like this video and want to see more like it, click on the like button. It really helps us out a lot. And of course, if you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It's totally free. And click on that notification bell. That way you always know whenever we drop a new video or whenever we go live.
Louisiana is currently facing the worst drought in the country. 73% of the state is encompassed in a top-tier exceptional drought. That's a level 4 out of 4, the highest category. Since the start of the year, the greater New Orleans area has been running roughly 30 inches behind average in terms of rainfall. Dating back to World War II, only 1 year was drier. According to the U.S. Drought Monitor, pasture and crop loss is, quote, widespread. Unsurprisingly, that's allowed wildfires to develop. On October 15th, a fire was reported east of Michoud, Louisiana. It's unclear what started the fire. The ignition zone was a marshland. The primary fuels? Brush and tall grass. It grew to 200 acres in size, and much of it was burning underground. That made it difficult to combat. And smoke coupled with fog to make something called superfog. Research shows that superfog is most likely during the smoldering phase of brush fires or wildfires. The diminishing heat helps release water stored in grass and brush and organic materials. Cooler air outside the fire becomes entrained in the smoke plume, condensing that hot vapor into droplets that remain suspended in the air. That can make for a hyper-intense fog with visibilities below 10 feet. Firefighters have been battling this remote fire with up to 7 or 8 pumps operating at a time, dumping in excess of 20,000 gallons onto the fire every minute. That helped flux even more hot vapor into the air. The superfog wafted across Interstate 55, catching drivers off guard when visibilities abruptly plummeted to near zero. Moreover, the microscopic hydrocarbons floating around in the air thanks to the fire also helped act as little nuclei, or seeds, for more droplets to form on. That helped make the fog even denser. It's estimated that, in superfog, there are about 5 grams of water in each cubic meter of air. That's about the weight of 2 pennies. It doesn't sound like much, but it forms millions of itty-bitty droplets. There is also something else at play, a temperature inversion. You see, ordinarily, smoke rises, but on that fateful morning of October 23rd, the smoke was trapped near the ground. Why was that? There was a lid of warm air about 300 feet above the ground, akin to a ceiling capping the lower atmosphere. We call that an inversion. At the surface, it was only 62 degrees. But just a football field above the ground, it was 69 degrees, so all the wildfire smoke got bottled up near the surface, where it stuck around and caused superfog. It was also humid in the lower atmosphere. Between the surface and the inversion, relative humidities ranged from 91 to 99%. The smoke couldn't rise above the inversion and hovered close to the ground. That's also where the air was saturated enough to cause fog anyway. The result? A deadly combination. In the meantime, the next few days will be rainy, but so long as smoke and moisture are present, a few more bouts of superfog remain possible. I'm MyRadar meteorologist Matthew Cappucci.
Follow MyRadar on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Download MyRadar on iOS, Android, Amazon Alexa, Xbox, and Windows.